Hi everybody, it's Diana with Stamping with Di. Welcome to this week's Teach Me Tuesdays, and this is episode 139. So this is almost like a part two from my, I think I did it on my Di's shorts last week when I showed the cute little gnomes. Remember I showed those? These are so adorable. So today I'm going to continue on and show you what I did with them. And I am loving it so much, and I hope you will too. So if you are new to my YouTube channel, my name is Diana, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm in Santan Valley. So welcome to my channel. If you've been here before, welcome back, and I'm so glad that you're joining me again. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel and then click the little dinger bell, and then it will tell you when I go live or upload a video. I know I do that for all my favorite channels too, because I hate missing things. All right, so that's what we're going to do today. We are going to continue on showing that. So if you want to take a little peek, so before I turn the camera, you can kind of see what I did with. So can you see my banner up there? That is what I'm going to show you today how to make. That is what I did with my cute little gnomes. So anyway, okay. All right. So I just want to make sure that it was connecting. It made a little extra spin, so I was like afraid that it wasn't working or something. So good. So let me turn my camera. I'll just kind of hold this here so you have something to look at while I get the camera ready. Oh, instead of my hand. All right, so let's see. So what I'll do is I'm going to explain how I made my banner. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Sandy. So these are the things that I use. So Bewitching is where the feet come from and the little hat. Best wishes, witches, I used as a greeting on the banner. And then these are some of the other dies. So the gnome dies is where the nose and the beard come from. Scary silhouettes, I used those on a few of the hats. Let's see, do I have any? Well, I'm going to bring the banner down and show you when I get done showing you how I did it. I also used the beautiful shapes, and I'll explain that. Let's see, I used stylish shapes and the hippo. So there was a lot of product used, and I think when you do banners, that's just the norm, right? To me, a banner is almost like a scrapbook page when you add all your personality to it. All right, so let's get started. Okay, so what I need is my Simply Scored. So what I did first was I took my Simply Scored and I scored it. I want to make sure I'm scoring it the right way. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to score it. Now, this is just me. I score a whole piece of 12 by 12. Rhonda's here for the gnomies. Rhonda is the one I always get my little gnomes from, my little tiny ones I put on my decor. So I was so excited when she said she would join me today. So hi, Lanza and Lori. Okay, so what I did was I scored my whole sheet, and Susie Q's here too. Yay! All right, and then I trim it to the size that I need. So what I do is for the size, and these are called lollies. I'm a little blurry. I need to let it focus. It doesn't like the lines. There we go. When I do the lollies for this size banner, I scored like every quarter. So I scored the whole sheet. So I scored all the way. And that gave me this. So this is my little piece, and it's all scored. And then I trimmed it down. And then I trimmed it to, let me get my ruler. Now you can make lollies as big as you want. So this is 1.5. So 1.5 inches. And then what I'm going to do is I am just going to fold all the creases. So have any of you made these before? And they might be called different things, but I was just always taught that they were called lollies. All right, so we'll just talk amongst ourselves while I fold this up. You're also going to need a hot glue gun. So this is a great project for when you're listening to music, when you're watching TV, when you don't have to really think much. And that's why I like to score the whole sheet of paper, because then you're just scoring once and then you just cut it. So then I just give it a crease and then I just keep going. So this is going to take just a few minutes. So let me look up here, see if you haven't done anything like that since school. So these are fun. And it had been a while since I had made one. All right, so I'm just going to keep folding, Okay, so I said you needed a hot glue gun. You also need a silicone mat. So I have that at the ready. You also, you want to have like something that you're going to glue it on. So I just used this here, my decorative circle punch. And that's what this is going to get glued on once I get it done. I should have probably folded this ahead of time, but I used them all up. So this was my last one. All right. So I didn't want to do a whole other sheet of paper. Isn't that bad? All right. So keep going. All right. So let's see. Oh, so Deborah's here too, and Kathy. And happy birthday to your mom, Kathy. I think it was you that said that your mom was turning 90. All right, so let's keep going. Almost. Do you ever do a project? I know I do. When I'm working on a project that takes a while and I have music on or a TV show, when I look at that project later, I can remember what I was reading or listening to or watching. And that's like this. When I was making this banner, I was watching, was it Supermarket Stakeout or something like that? And they take the people's food from their shopping cart. It's kind of a fun show, and I like to see where they're at. And a lot of times they're in Arizona. So I actually had a friend on one of those, and they actually bought some of her food. All right, so I'm just giving this a good squeeze. I'm just kind of reinforcing those folds. So that's a great age, 90. Can you imagine? My granny was, I think 94. Jeff's parents are in their 80s. All right, and we're always like, oh, if they get cranky, we're like, hey, at that age, you deserve to be able to get cranky. All right, so I'm just giving it a good squeeze. All right, so then I need this, which I got from that punch. I need my silicone mat. I need my hot glue gun. All right. Let's see. Oh, Rhonda's grandma is 94. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I want to fold it over here. So I'm going to take my glue, this is just multi-glue, and I'm going to put it here and here. And then I'm going to like stack this like that. And then that gives it like the same edge everywhere without like a raw edge. So just give it a little squeeze. Now, when you're doing this at home, you're not going to have people watching you, so you won't be nervous. I don't care how many videos I do, I still get nervous. All right, so we're going to let that just sit for a second till it dries really good. So what I do is I did all of mine and then I messed with them. All right, so let's see. What else can I be doing? I just want to make sure I have my glue gun. All right, that doesn't take too long to dry. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to manipulate this, like that big word. We're going to manipulate that, this thing right here. We're going to fold it in, and we're going to turn it into this lolly thing. So see how now it's got this really fun shape. I loved the lines. So it looks like purposely you did it like that. I have this stupid glue gun. I shouldn't call it stupid. I hate that word. But I wish I had not bought this one because you have to squeeze it so much to get anything out. It's like a fine one. And I wish I'd have got like a thicker one. It might not have been so bad. All right. So then I just put that on that black. And I'm just going to hold it a little bit. Remember, there's hot glue in there. All right. So I'm just going to give it a hold. So let's see if I have any questions. Thanks for the cute project die. You're welcome, Barbara. Let's see if I have any questions. Oh, what? Now, Mary, oh, you've called them rosettes. I had to look up to see what you, rosettes would make sense too. But I always heard them calling lollies. And I don't know if it's because a lot of times you see them on a skewer and they're stuck in things. So I don't know if they're getting it like a lollipop, you know, if that's kind of where they're coming from. But rosettes is a good name too. All right, so once this dries, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to put my cute little gnome right on top of my lolly. So I'm just going to take my hot glue and I'm just putting it all over there. And then I put it right on here and then just give it a hold. And I like using the silicone mat because if any of the glue gets anywhere, it's not getting on my desk. And you can peel it off once it's cool. Oh, hi, Jean. I'm so glad that you're catching alive. You picked a good one. All right. Now, let's see. I still need my hot glue. I'm not sure because I have to almost stick a new doohickey in there. All right. So I'm going to let this dry really good before I peel it off of there. All right. Another thing I did was I took the black and white paper. This is amazing paper, and it's black and gray on one side, and then it's gray and black on the other. I love it. But I wanted to give it like a banner or the fishtail, and I wanted it to be a good size. So this is 2 inches. So what I did was I used, because you can cut it with your scissors and all that kind of stuff, we have these punches, but these are for smaller, and I wanted it to be big. We had a die years ago, and I still have it, but I wanted to use something current. So if you are new and you don't have something old, you can use it. So what I did was I used my beautiful shapes. I took the big one, and then I put it in my cut and emboss, just like that. And I ran it through. So I left this hanging over. So then all it did was cut this. So now I have this really cute banner. Now this is the biggest one. So you could probably go, you could make your banner be a little bit, wider if you use this. But I liked this. I thought this was a good size to go with my gnomes. Hey, Debbie. So that's how I got and I don't, is it a banner? I don't know. It's that shape. It's this shape. All right. And then then I have a piece of Highland Heather, and this is what I used with that stylus shapes. But I wanted to write eek. Now, we don't have a big alphabet, but I always keep my alphabets. So I used a couple old ones. So this, if you've been around a while, you might have this in your stash. This is well-worn alphabet. And I wanted a little exclamation point. And I also have, what is this one called? Letterpress. So I got my exclamation point from there. And then all I did was I took my Stampin' Blends, and I went light parakeet. Hi, Wendy. The boots are so cute, Rhonda. Oh my gosh. All right, so then I just went around my letters. So in a minute here, I'll pull the banner down off the wall, but I just wanted to show you how I did the pieces before I show you like the finished finished one. So then I went around my pieces with the blends. That was the light one. And then I also went dark when it got closer to the letter, just so that there was a little bit of a darker color to it. So I did that to all the letters, to my eek. Then I trimmed them out. Now you'll notice this one's real pretty, right? This is real sketchy and kind of funky looking. So all I did was I just took my Stampin' Up basic black marker, and I just made a lot of like marks and squiggles, and I just dirtied up my exclamation point. So it kind of gave you the idea that it came with this stamp set. All right. Then I just trimmed those out. All right. So I think. So let me get the banner now. Let me unplug my heat gun. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second so I don't burn the house down. So let me bring the banner down. And I'm going to put this on my hutch. Right now, it's just hanging, it's hanging by my desk, but I want to put it on my hutch. So see how that just pops off? So if there's any like cool, or if there's any like hot glue or whatever, it just peels right off the silicone. All right, so let me bring it down. So give me a second here so I can unwind it. But it turned out so stinking cute. I was so excited. Okay. All right, so here's the banner. So I'm just going to lay it down so we can see it. And then what I did was, I want to make sure I'm not messing it up or bending it because it's pretty long. I used the twine from the 2022-2024 in color Baker's pack, and all I did was I laid it down on here. So I laid my twine on here, and then I simply put hot glue. It doesn't look attractive on the back, but who cares? No one's going to see the back. And then I laid it on the twine, and that glued it. So here you can see the banner. So I've got some of the hats on the little banners. So I'll just kind of pull it, but you can see how cute it is. Hey, Dawn. So I just kind of went like gnome, hat, gnome, and then I started my words. So then I went eek. So there you can see how I cut the word out. And this little guy with the glasses, I had to put him front and center. So we have eek. Excuse me for my arm. It's kind of long. I didn't know when to stop. So I'm just going to show you. And like I said, I'm going to put this on my hutch, but for now it's just going to hang by the desk because I haven't got my hutch decorated for Halloween yet. And then there's another one of the sayings. So you can see it says best witches. So best witches, and then haunted. Because it actually says a whole thing. What does it say? It actually says, if you got it, haunt it. But I didn't want it to say the whole thing. So anyways, yeah, Wendy, last week I was saying he does look like ZZ Top, doesn't he? So anyways, but this is that super cute little banner. So it is pretty long, but I just love how it turned out, and they were so cute. So you can see, so here's another cute little guy, and then the one I did today. So these are perfect. Oh, his little shoe is caught. So I have these two little guys. So they will be fun on, so you could put them on a screwer, and then you could stick them in a plant or something. But you could do so much with them, and whether you call them lollies or rosettes or whatever, they're super fun. But yeah, so I think I showed everything. If you have, now I could have put buttons and stuff, but I just kind of stuck with current things other than the the alphabet. So I do apologize that that alphabet isn't current, but you might have something as well. But these are some old, remember when we had these? These are the old, oh, thanks, Wendy. Remember we had these spiders? So I might actually put a few spiders around when I go to like really hang it up, because look how cute the little spiders would be. Because they actually have like a hangy thing, so you could actually have a string and have them hanging. So, but anyway, so just look in your stash and see what else that you have. All right, so let me spin and say see you later, alligator. But oh, because it's kind of going like wacky. All right, so I'm going to say see you later just because it's saying my connection's kind of weird and I don't want to lose you. So so make sure if you have any questions at all, let me know. I will post the supplies that I used underneath the video. And I'm so glad that you all joined me today. And I hope you like the banner just as much as I do. All right. So you're welcome, Debbie. So thanks so much for joining me. If you are new, thank you so much. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss my next live, which will be Friday for my Dies Shorts. That's 3 o'clock Arizona time, same channel. All right, everyone. Have a great night, and I will see you Friday. All right. Let's see. All right. Night, everybody.